Hello children, good afternoon. So we are continuing our topic coordination compounds, and today we are going to see the stability of coordination compounds. Stability of coordination compounds. Stability of coordination compounds is governed by, controlled by metal ligand interaction. So we have seen that it is nothing but Lewis acid base interaction. It is Lewis acid base interaction. Stronger the interaction, greater is the stability of coordination compound. For this, let us see the equilibrium for ligand metal interaction. Ligand metal interaction. So this arrow indicates the coordination bond. The tail towards donor is ligand and head pointing towards metal, that is electron pair acceptor. So we have to see the equilibrium between ligand metal interaction. See here, metal having A plus charge plus n number of ligands having X minus charges. So there is equilibrium between this metal and ligand and its complex, which is formed. So M, L, N number inside the square bracket, metal ligand, and these are number of ligands. So A plus plus N X minus. So what are A, X, and A plus plus N X minus? These are the charges on metal, ligand, and the complex respectively. It is the charge on metal, it is the charge on ligand, and this is the sum of algebraic sum of charges on metal and ligands. Now the equilibrium constant K can be determined by applying law of mass action to this equilibrium equation. So K is equal to concentration of denominator divided by concentration of reactants, that is concentration of product divided by concentration of reactants. So here product means it is the complex, this is product, MLN square bracket raised to power A plus plus NX minus divided by the reactants, metal raised to charge A plus into concentration of ligand raised to X minus raised to N, because it is N number. Ligands are taken N number. So it will gives let us go back again and see, this is equilibrium constant. Stability of complex can be explained in terms of K. In terms of K, higher the value of K, larger is stability of complex. If the value of K is higher, then that complex is very stable. So for comparison, here metal ligands interaction is given, and here certain complexes along with their K values are given. So here AgCN2 minus the value of K is 5.5 into 10 raised to 18. CuCN4 tetracyanocuprate ion, the value of K is 2.0 into 10 raised to 27. Hexaamine cobalt ion, the value of K is 5.0 into 10 raised to power 33. So this is more stable. This is more stable because higher the value of K, stable is the more is the stability of that complex. Okay, so remember this point. Higher the value of K, more is the stable the complex. Factors which govern the stability of complex. So first factor is charge to size ratio of metal ion. Charge to size ratio of metal ion. Higher the ratio, greater is the stability. That is charge divided by size of the metal ion. Charge divided by size of the metal ion. This ratio affects on stability of complex, or this govern the stability of complex. So here this point is given. Higher the ratio, greater is the stability. Greater is the stability. So here it is clear that if charge is greater and size is smaller, then definitely charge ratio is higher. Higher the charge ratio, higher the ratio, greater is the stability. Let us see how. Here it is given for divalent metal ions. Their stability has following trends. For divalent metal ions, Cu plus 2 is greater than Ni plus 2 is greater than Co cobalt plus 2 greater than Fe plus 2 greater than Mn plus 2 greater than Cd plus 2. So these all divalent metal ions arranged with their decreasing stability. So it is given by Irving-William order. It is given by Irving-William order, or it is also said that Irving-William order. So what is in this order? Let us see. So copper present in 11th group, nickel 10th group, cobalt 9th group present in 9th group, Fe 8th group, Mn 7th group. Okay, so these groups are given here. In this group, the size is, their ionic size is bigger, and it belongs to, cadmium belongs to 4th period, but it is present in the 12th group. So here copper present in 3rd period. So size of Cu plus 2 is 69 pm picometer, and Cd plus 2 ion has 97 picometer. The charge size ratio, charge per size ratio of copper is greater than that of Cd. Therefore, Cu plus 2 forms stable complex than cadmium. Because here size of copper is smaller, the charge is same, plus 2, and here also plus 2. Same charge, that is divalent charge, is present on this smaller region, and smaller cationic size, and here that same charge on this bigger cadmium plus 2 ion. So the charge size ratio of copper is greater than that of Cd. Hence, copper plus 2 forms stable complex than cadmium plus 2. Okay, this is about the charge size ratio. Now second, nature of ligand. Second factor which govern the stability is nature of the ligand. So here the point is given, how easily the ligand can donate lone pair to central metal, that is the basicity of ligand. Ligands are electron pair donor. Ligands are electron pair donor. How easily the electron pair is donated? Their basicity is higher. They are more basic in nature. So ligands, those are stronger bases, forms more stable complexes, because electron pair donors are called as Lewis bases. If their basicity is strong, means they having strong capacity or higher capacity to easily donate electron pair to the metal, to the acceptor metal ion, then stronger is the base. That ligand is act as stronger base. So such stronger bases forms more stable complexes. Okay, this is nature of ligand. Ligands are electron pair donor. Electron pair donor. How easily this electron pair is donated? Their basicity is stronger. So thus stronger bases forms more stable complexes. Okay, now here one question. Stability constant K of AgCN2 power 2 minus, the K value is given 5.5 into 10 raised to 18, and that of diamine silver ion is 1.6 into 10 raised to 7. Explain why this complex is more stable. Why AgCN2 power 2 minus is more stable. So it is very clear, in the previous slide we have seen higher the value of K, larger is the stability of complex. Higher the value of K, larger is the stability of complex. Okay, so this complex has 5.5 into 10 raised to 18 K value. So this is more stable. Again, we can see about this second point, cyanide and ammonia. These are ligands. So here Cn minus donate electron pair more easily than amine. Lone pair of electron on nitrogen is slightly weakly donated to ligand than cyanide. About this order, we will see in next topic, strong field ligand and weak field ligands. Okay. Now here we have to discuss some theories behind this formation of complexes. Valence bond theory, crystal field theory. So these theories we are going to see here how these complexes form and what is their geometry, what is their structure that can be easily understood by studying these theories. So first is valence bond theory, VBT, valence bond theory. This theory accounts for coordinate bond formation due to overlap of vacant hybrid orbitals of central metal atom or ion with field orbitals of ligand, each containing electron pair. So about this valence bond theory, we have already studied in chapter Nature of Chemical Bonds. About this postulates, or we have idea about this valence bond theory because we have seen this topic in that chapter also. Nature of chemical bonds. Now here, so it gives account for coordinate bond formation due to overlap between vacant hybrid orbitals of central metal atom or ion with the field orbitals of ligands containing electron pair. Now here central metal atom or ion, these all metals, they belongs to d block elements, and it is clear that these d block elements are mostly vacant d orbitals, and because of vacant d orbitals, these metals belongs to d block. They are able to form complexes. Means there is overlap between these vacant hybrid orbitals of central metal atom with the field orbitals of ligands. So ligands orbitals are filled with electrons, electron pairs, and metals having vacant d orbitals. But this metals vacant orbitals first undergo hybridization. These hybrid orbitals overlap with ligand's field orbital. Ligand's field orbital these ligands having electron pairs in each orbital. Thus, it assumes that the bond formed between metal and ligand is purely covalent coordinate bond. It is shared from ligand to metal. So complete electron pair is donated in this bond formation. So it is purely covalent coordinate bond. Now assumptions of valence bond theory. See, first is metal ion in complex provides definite number of vacant s, p or d orbitals for formation of bond with ligands. Metal provides definite number, specific number of s orbital, p orbital or d orbital to form bond with ligand. Means number of vacant orbitals are definite, and this vacant orbital belongs to metal ion. Second, the number of vacant orbitals provided by m or m plus is the same as the coordination number. So for explanation, I can use here Marathi or Hindi. So it will get better clear to all of you. Vacant orbitals metal ने किंवा मेटल कॅटायन ने किती वॅकंट ऑर्बिटल्स प्रोव्हाइड केलेले आहेत, जेवढा त्याचा कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर आहे. सो व्हॉट इज इट्स कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर? Same number of vacant orbitals are provided by that metal or metal cation. See here example. Diamine copper sulfate. The ligands किती copper च्या भोवती? Around this copper there are total 4 ligands. So copper must provide 4 vacant orbitals as its coordination number is 4. जेवढा त्याचा कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर आहे, जेवढे त्याच्या भोवती लिगँड्स आहेत, तेवढे वॅकंट ऑर्बिटल तो मेटल किंवा मेटल कॅटायन प्रोव्हाइड करतो. Means number of vacant orbitals is equal to its coordination number. Number of vacant orbitals provided by metal is equal to its coordination number in that complex. त्या कॉम्प्लेक्स मध्ये त्या मेटलच्या भोवती जेवढे लिगँड्स आहेत, जेवढा त्याचा कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर आहे, तेवढे वॅकंट ऑर्बिटल्स तो मेटल किंवा मेटल आयन प्रोव्हाइड करेल. ओके, सो remember this relationship. Now next, these vacant orbitals undergo hybridization to form same number of hybrid orbitals. आता मेटल जवळ किती हायब्रिड ऑर्बिटल्स आहेत, किती वॅकंट ऑर्बिटल्स आहेत, जेवढा त्याचा कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर, जेवढे त्याच्या भोवती लिगँड्स, जेवढी त्या कॉम्प्लेक्सची किंवा त्या कॉम्प्लेक्स मधल्या मेटलची लिगॅन्सी, बरोबर आहे, तेवढेच त्याच्यात व्हॅकंट ऑर्बिटल. these all vacant orbitals undergo hybridization. म्हणजे दोन वॅकंट ऑर्बिटल जर मिक्स झाले, त्यांचं हायब्रिडायझेशन झालं, तर ते दोन हायब्रिड ऑर्बिटल फॉर्म करतील. तीन वॅकंट ऑर्बिटल एकत्र आलेत, हायब्रिडाइज्ड झाले, तर ते तीन हायब्रिड ऑर्बिटल्स फॉर्म करतील, तयार करतील. ओके, these vacant orbitals undergo hybridization to form same number of hybrid orbitals. Fourth point, vacant hybrid orbitals of metal. आता मेटल जवळ हायब्रिड ऑर्बिटल्स आहेत, वॅकंट हायब्रिड ऑर्बिटल्स आहेत. आधी वॅकंट ऑर्बिटल्स होते, त्यांचं हायब्रिडायझेशन झालं, आता ते वॅकंट हायब्रिड ऑर्बिटल्स आहेत. So these vacant orbitals of metal overlap with filled orbitals of ligand to form coordinate bond. To form coordinate bond. आता हे vacant hybrid orbitals metals चे ते ligandsच्या filled orbital बरोबर overlap होतील. कारण काय, जेवढे लिगँड्स आहेत म्हणजे जेवढा त्याचा कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर आहे तेवढेच वॅकंट हायब्रिड ऑर्बिटल्स मेटल जवळ पण आहेत. मीन्स दिस ऑल लिगँड्स आर एबल टू फॉर्म कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड विथ मेटल और मेटल आयन by donating electrons to vacant hybrid orbitals. पुढच्या टेबल मध्ये दिलंय, बघूया आपण. See, the geometry or shape of complex, it depends on type of hybrid orbitals. Type of hybrid orbitals. आता बघूया, जर कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर टेबल मधला हा कॉलम बघा, हायब्रिड ऑर्बिटल्स. कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर 2 म्हणजेच मेटल जवळ दोन वॅकंट ऑर्बिटल. दोन वॅकंट ऑर्बिटल एकत्र येऊन तयार होतील दोन sp हायब्रिड ऑर्बिटल्स. sp चे सुद्धा दोन हायब्रिड ऑर्बिटल्स तयार होतील. म्हणजे वॅकंट 1s and vacant 1p, both vacant orbital unite, hybridize to form two sp hybrid orbitals. So its geometry is linear. Its geometry is linear. If coordination number is 3, that is 1s and 2p vacant orbital mix up, unite and hybridize to form total 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals. How many hybrid orbitals? 3, because coordination number is 3. जेवढे त्याच्या भोवती लिगँड तेवढे हायब्रिड ऑर्बिटल. लिगँड्स किती म्हणजेच त्याचा कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर म्हणजेच लिगॅन्सी. जिओमेट्री कशी असेल त्याची? ट्रायंग्युलर. बघूया, आपण स्ट्रक्चर काढायचा प्रयत्न करूया. लेट मी सी, लेट मी टेक द पेन. Triangular geometry means so this triangle line in one plane. Okay. Now next is coordination number 4. Coordination number is 4 here. म्हणजेच हायब्रिड ऑर्बिटल्स त्याचे 1s and 3p. 1s and 3p. So 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals. And sp3 hybrid orbitals having the geometry tetrahedral. This is tetrahedral geometry. Is this tetrahedral geometry? So this is tetrahedral geometry. This is the apex of tetrahedron. In this way, it is tetrahedral geometry. Next, coordination number 4. Again, coordination number 4. 1D, 1D, 1s and 2p vacant orbital unite together to form dsp2 hybrid orbital. So it has square planar geometry. It has square planar geometry. Square planar means so here the central metal. Here at 4 corners there are ligand. Here ligand, here ligand, here ligand, and here ligand. Okay, so this is square planar. If coordination number is 5, coordination number is 5, hybrid orbital is dsp3. 5 dsp3 hybrid orbitals, 1d, 1s, and 3p. So it has trigonal bipyramidal structure. Okay, trigonal means these 3 ligands lying at 3 corners and 2 ligands are lying above this plane, triangular plane, and below the plane. So this way, trigonal bipyramidal. So this is triangle, and above there is one pyramid and below there is another pyramid. So trigonal bipyramidal. At each corner of this diagram of this trigonal bipyramidal geometry, there are 5 ligands, and at the center there is metal ion. Now, if coordination number is 6, then hybrid orbitals are d2sp3 or sp3d2. For both coordination number 6, d2sp3 or sp3d2. So it has geometry octahedral. It is also octahedral, but it is called inner complex and it is called outer complex. Inner complex and outer complex. Now, what is this inner complex and outer complex? That idea you will get here from this position of D. If N is the last shell, then this is N minus 1D. N ची शेल जर 4 असेल तर D ऑर्बिटल हा N minus 1 म्हणजे 4 minus 1 तिसऱ्या शेल मधला हा D ऑर्बिटल असेल. गॉट इट? या केस मध्ये बघूया sp3d2. D means it is ND. हा D आहे तो ND आणि हा जो D आहे that is N minus 1D. हा आतल्या शेलचा आधीच्या शेल मधला D ऑर्बिटल आणि हा बाहेरच्या शेलचा म्हणजे सगळ्यात शेवटचा D ऑर्बिटल. हा बाहेरचा आणि हा आतल्या शेलचा, इनर शेलचा. सो द कॉम्प्लेक्सेस formed by D2sp3 is called inner complex, and the complex formed by sp3d2 hybridization is called outer complex. It is called outer complex. Okay, now let me erase all this. Pointer घेतलाय आपण पुन्हा. See, coordination number 2, hybridization is sp, coordination number is 3, hybridization is sp2, coordination number 4, hybridization is sp3 or dsp2. Orbitals बघा, s orbital आणि 3p orbital, sp3. So coordination 4 and hybrid orbitals are also 4. Coordination number 4, dsp2, 1d, 1s and 2p orbitals. Total they form 4 dsp2 hybrid orbitals in this way. Coordination number 5, hybridization is dsp3, geometry is trigonal bipyramidal. Coordination number 6, here d2sp3 and here sp3d2. This is octahedral structure, octahedral geometry, but it is said inner complex. It is also octahedral, but it is said outer complex. Why inner and outer? So because this D is N minus 1D and this D is ND. So that we will see in the next slide also. If N minus 1D orbitals used in hybridization, the complex is called inner complex. And if ND orbital of metal used in hybridization, then the complex is called outer complex. Complex is called outer complex. Okay. Next and last. In complex, if central metal contains one or more unpaired electrons, so after complex formation take place and the central metal contains one or more unpaired electrons, the complex exhibits paramagnetic properties, and if it contains no unpaired electrons, all electrons are in paired state, then it shows diamagnetic properties. About this paramagnetic and diamagnetic properties, we have already studied in the chapter first chapter, solid state. Recall this. If some unpaired electrons are present after formation of complex, then that complex show paramagnetic properties. If no unpaired electrons, means all electrons are in paired state, then it exhibits diamagnetic properties. Okay, let us see how this complex formation takes place. First, tetrahedral complex. Tetrahedral complex. Its formation is given step by step. Step by step, how this complex formation takes place, that is given. Now here, example of tetrachloronickelate ion. Tetrachloronickelate 2 ion. This is the IUPAC name. Now, how this complex is formed, that we will see. How its formation takes place, that we will see. Now see first step. Step number 1. Calculate the oxidation state of nickel. How this calculation, see, recall this calculation of determination of oxidation state. Charge on nickel means oxidation number of nickel plus charge on this 4 ligands, 4 into charge on chlorine. This sum is equal to 2 minus or minus 2. Okay, so its oxidation state is unknown, so consider it is X. There are 4 ligands, so 4 into bracket the charge on chlorine. Chlorine has 1 minus charge, Cl minus. So 4 minus 4 into minus 1 is equal to minus 2. By simplifying, we get X is equal to plus 2. X minus 4 is equal to minus 2. Therefore, X is equal to plus 2. Now, निकेलची ऑक्सिडेशन स्टेट आपण फाइंड केली. ओके. Second, electronic configuration of nickel. Atomic number of nickel is 28. Its electronic configuration is equal to, आता 3D च्या आधीचे सर्व shells, these are complete and we are showing only valence shell configuration. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3p6 च्या नंतर आहे 4s2, 4s2 च्या नंतर 4p ऑर्बिटल मध्ये इलेक्ट्रॉन जात नाही, that electron enters in the d orbital, so 3d8. 3d8. The d orbital, these 8 electrons in 3d shell is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4s मध्ये 2 electrons. These are 4s2 electrons and 4p0. Fourth shell having only 2 electrons. तुम्ही याचं कॉन्फिगरेशन पुन्हा लिहून बघा एकदा. कॉन्फिगरेशन 28 electrons, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. 3p6 च्या नंतर इलेक्ट्रॉन एंटर करतो 4s2 मध्ये. 4s कंप्लीट भरला जातो पेअर्ड स्टेट मध्ये. त्याच्यानंतर इलेक्ट्रॉन एंटर करतो बिकॉज than this 4p the energy level of 3d is smaller, so electron enters after 4s completing 4s into 3d. मग उरलेले 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स d 3d मध्ये तो भरतो, so 3d8. this is 4s. okay, आता आपल्याला ऑक्सिडेशन स्टेट आपण फाइंड केली. निकेलची ऑक्सिडेशन स्टेट आहे +2. निकेलची ऑक्सिडेशन स्टेट आहे +2. निकेलची +2 ऑक्सिडेशन स्टेट, याचा अर्थ काय? व्हॉट डज इट मीन्स this neutral nickel atom, when loses 2 electrons, it achieve Na+2 charge. When it nickel 28, त्याच्या 28 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मधून 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स निघून गेले, तर त्याच्यावरती +2 चार्ज शिल्लक राहतो. म्हणजेच त्याच्या टोटल इलेक्ट्रॉन्स किती असतील? 28 पेक्षा 2 ने कमी, 26. Okay, so electronic configuration of Ni+2 is given this loosely held 4s electrons, 2 4s electrons, they are removed, they are given out. तेच जर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आपण काढून टाकले, म्हणजे इथे टोटल होते 28. या 28 मधून 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स काढून टाकले, म्हणजे Ni+2 चं इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फिगरेशन होईल 3d8 4s0 4p0. 3d8 4s0, आता 0 चार्ज, 0 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत याच्यात, आणि 3p0. ओके, नेक्स्ट स्टेप. In this complex 4 Cl minus ligands, there are total ligands 4 Cl minus ligands. Therefore, vacant metal ion orbitals required for bonding with ligands must be 4. Ligands 4 आहेत, म्हणजेच मेटलने सुद्धा 4 वॅकंट ऑर्बिटल प्रोव्हाइड केले पाहिजेत, करायला हवेत. आता कोणते 4 ऑर्बिटल्स? लेट अस सी. पे 1 4s, हा 1 4s and these 3 4p orbitals. 1 4s and 3 4p orbitals, they undergo, these are orbitals of metal. Vacant orbitals undergo sp3 hybridization, 1s and 3p. It forms 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals of metal. आपण पोस्टुलेट्स मध्ये बघितलं होतं, मेटलचे तेवढेच वॅकंट ऑर्बिटल हायब्रिडायझेशन फॉर्म करतात, हायब्रिड ऑर्बिटल फॉर्म करतात, जेवढा त्याचा कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर आहे, जेवढे त्याच्या भोवती लिगँड्स आहेत. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट स्टेप. 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals of Ni+2 overlap with 4 orbitals of Cl- ions. How? Let us see. Thus, आता 4 क्लोरीनने इलेक्ट्रॉन पेअर्स Ni+2 ला डोनेट केले. इथपर्यंत आपण कॉन्फिगरेशन बघितलं Ni+2 चं. आता निकेलच्या भोवती 4 क्लोरीन्स आले, प्रत्येक क्लोरीन 2-2 इलेक्ट्रॉन पेअर निकेल+2 ला देणार. सो हे त्याचं 3d8 कॉन्फिगरेशन आणि वॅकंट 4 sp3 होते, त्या प्रत्येकामध्ये प्रत्येक क्लोरीनने 2-2 इलेक्ट्रॉन पेअर्स डोनेट केलेत मेटलच्या वॅकंट sp3 हायब्रिड ऑर्बिटल्स मध्ये. 4 vacant sp3 hybrid orbitals. In these 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals, 4 electron pairs donated by 4 Cl- to Ni+2 to form 4 coordinate bonds. मेटलने प्रोव्हाइड केले 4 vacant sp3 hybrid orbitals आणि 4 लिगँड्स 4 Cl- लिगँड्स ने प्रोव्हाइड केले प्रत्येकी 2-2 इलेक्ट्रॉन पेअर्स, म्हणजे 4 कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड तयार झाले. When one electron pair is donated from ligand to metal, one coordinate bond formed. Coordinate bond ची definition ती आहे. The bond formed by donation of lone pair of electron to the metal. Okay. Definition आपण सुरुवातीलाच बघितली होती चॅप्टरच्या. Now next point. The complex has 4 unpaired electrons. The complex has, complex has, let me correct here, 2 unpaired electrons. बघा पूर्ण इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आपल्याला दिसत आहेत आफ्टर hybridization and overlapping of ligands with ligands. हे 2 unpaired electron, this one and this is second. 2 unpaired electrons. Let me correct here, you also take care, it is happened by mistake. Two unpaired electrons so it is paramagnetic. Paramagnetic आणि diamagnetic विषय आपण बघितलेला आहे. Now look here how this structure formation take place. sp3 hybrid orbitals. sp3 hybridization means the structure, the geometry is tetrahedral. The sp3 hybridization means the geometry is tetrahedral. Okay. So nickel is at the center of regular tetrahedron, and these 4 chlorines which are donating electron pair at the 4 corners of the regular tetrahedron. So Cl donate lone pair of electron to nickel. So it is first coordinate bond. This is second coordinate bond. This is third coordinate bond, and this is fourth coordinate bond. Now here it has 2 minus charges. It has 2 minus charges. Why 2 minus charges? Let's see here. Each Cl having 1 negative charge. Each Cl having 1 negative charge. Negative. And this is fourth negative. And what about nickel? निकेलची ऑक्सिडेशन आपण ऑक्सिडेशन स्टेट बघितली आहे. इट इज +2. +2. बरोबर. नाउ then laser pointer. So this +2 charges of nickel get balanced by these two negative charges plus 2 balanced by these two negative charges. So after all, on the complex, these two negative charges only remain. So here the complex has 2 minus charge. Okay, so note this point. So NiCl4 2 minus, this complex formation take place. So this complex formation take place with sp3 hybridization. Hybridization of this tetrachloronickelate to ion. This is IUPACN. Its hybridization is sp3. Geometry is tetrahedral and it is paramagnetic in nature. Why paramagnetic? Because it has two unpaired electrons. It has two unpaired electrons. Okay, this way the formation of NiCl4 2 minus complex can be explained. तुम्ही पुन्हा सुरुवातीपासून कॉम्प्लेक्सच्या फॉर्मेशनच्या पहिल्या स्टेप पासून तुम्ही पुन्हा एकदा रिवाइज करू शकता किंवा रिवाइज करा. You will get understand. Now what is the note here? See, NH3, Cn minus, CO, carbonyl, these are strong field ligands and these are responsible for pairing of electron. These ligands are very strong and they are responsible for pairing of electrons. I minus, Br minus, Cl minus, NO3 minus, F minus, hydroxide, OH minus, and water. These are weak field ligands. They are not responsible for pairing of electrons. आता आपल्या लिगँड मध्ये सॉरी आपल्या कॉम्प्लेक्स मध्ये लिगँड होता क्लोरीन. Chlorine, it is weak field ligand. This Cl minus is weak field ligand, so it is not responsible for pairing of electron. समोर ligand क्लोरीन आहे, तो weak field ligand आहे, म्हणून या इलेक्ट्रॉन्सला, या दोन इलेक्ट्रॉन्सला तो पेअर अप करू शकला नाही. It is not responsible for pairing of electrons because chlorine is weak field ligand. Okay, so here strong field ligand and weak field ligands. So means these are powerful bases, strong bases than this donor I minus, Br minus, Cl minus, NO3 minus, F minus, and so on. So here formation of one complex NiCl4 2 minus that we have seen. Again see carefully from the beginning, from the first step, and you will get it very clear. Okay, about formation of different complexes we will see in our next lecture. Okay, thank you. It is good.